capital is more important than making money. And you want to lock in your trade, you also want to protect your downside at the same time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of American Dream Trading's live futures and education broadcast. This is an outreach of American Dream Trading, which was founded by Chad Christian, who founded it, manages it, owns it, runs it, and has incorporated it as a legal corporation. My name is Mark McSee. I'm glad you could be here today. I'm one of the over 20 full-time moderators here at American Dream Trading, and we're glad you could be here with us today. We are live 3 times daily here at American Dream Trading. Coach is live from 9 to 11 Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I am live from 2 to 4 p.m. with the futures. And we have our aftermarket show over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So check that out if you're not already over there. If you're on TikTok or Facebook or LinkedIn or any of the other major social media networks, head on over to our YouTube channel, and it's American Dream Trading. Make sure you click subscribe over there. There's over 2,800 videos for you to watch, and they're all training videos, so you can learn something new about the art of a day trader. Whether you're a day trader or a swing trader or long-term investor, investing for income, doing stocks or stock options, doing crypto, doing futures, which is what I love to do the most. I've done them all, but futures is where my heart lies. I love it. It's my go-to thing to do. And you can learn how to do all of those things. And there's a lot of free videos over there on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Check it out. Also, head to our website, americandreamtrading.com. And there you can sign up for our free Discord. It's always been free, always will be free. Once you sign up and verify your account, you can hang out with other like-minded American Dream Trading traders in the Traders Lounge, and you can ask questions, discuss trades. There's an educational channels, there's some discount channels, there's all kinds of things over there for you for absolutely free. However, paid membership does have its privileges, so as a free member, you will be limited on what channels you have access to and can see. Each membership level unlocks another set of rooms inside our Discord, where each of those membership levels can hang out with other members in that level. Of course, our Diamond membership, which is our all-inclusive membership, which includes stocks, stock options, cryptos, and futures, have access to all of the channels, and therefore they're all unlocked for them. We do start training and trading here at 4 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, through 4 p.m. Eastern Time daily. So you have over 12 hours of training available for you. And take advantage of that. That starts with our VIP Gold, Diamond, and Diamond membership levels. Our Premium membership, which is our base membership, they start training and trading at 8:45 a.m. on our live Zoom calls. So you are in there, and you can open up your mic at any time and ask questions. We are on there 12 hours a day. Matter of fact, with our futures program, with our Futures VIP program, we even have Sunday night training. When the market opens Sunday night at 6, we are already training for an hour before the market opens on Sunday night. And the Futures has the live Zoom calls starting at 8:30 in the morning through 4 p.m. in the afternoon, Monday through Friday, and as I just mentioned, Sunday nights starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Very exciting. You guys are missing out if you haven't signed up for a membership. So get over there and do that. Get your learning on. Let's go. What are you waiting on? All right. All right, so let's see what we got going on over here on our feeds. And I don't know what's going on, but I don't see a whole lot happen. People joining here today, as usual, numbers that we have. I do see Josh and those ones that says ADT Coach. That's actually me, because we share a business account, so it's not Coach himself. Thanks to George and Christelle and Razak and Muzak and Dark Grove and Zach. ZDD just joined. Nice to have you all here today, and Brad also. Thank you for being here. Thanks, Johnny, for that heart, that hand heart. Appreciate it. Thank you for those gifts. If this is your first time to hear, you know the routine on social media. Click that subscribe button and smash that like button, the share button, to share it out with the rest of your social media feeds. And also, make sure you turn on your notifications so that you do not miss any upcoming broadcasts. And like all of three of our live broadcasts, they are, upon completion of that broadcast, they are available for immediate review. They auto post there on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So if you missed it or you want to review what was said, you can head on over there at the conclusion of this show and all our other ones. They're always posted there. You can go back and watch all of our past shows also. I've had a busy day today, running around, appointments. Made good money this morning before the New York Stock Exchange opened. I traded earlier this morning, and I also traded the economic news that came out at 8:30, as did our other members, making money at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time today. They released the CPI numbers. They released initial jobless claim numbers. What else? There was something else too there. What else was the other thing? Continuing claims, core inflation rates. And it really, I mean, yes, there was an initial reaction from the market like we always get. Shoots straight up, shoots straight down, goes back up, whatever, right? Ended up coming right back to where it started when it was all said and done. But our ADT members know how to take advantage of those events. Sorry, here I'm looking at a text that I got. It's kind of important. Hang on 1 minute, please. Excuse me. Please wait for the next available representative. Oh my. All right. I just had a pastor of our church that sent a text. It was in a head-on collision. Sent pictures. Boy. Yeah. Oh.
I take it he's okay.
Never mind, it was her grandson. All right, I thought it was her. I seen a picture of a Cadillac, and I thought that was them. All right, never mind. It was somebody else I know. All righty, never mind. It was her grandson. Anyway, sorry about that. Just seen it, and I seen a Cadillac there. That was just, I thought that was her car. Anyhow, where was I? Oh, yes, economic news came out as expected. No great surprises. It's one of the few times it's actually come in and hit the numbers that they said. So after everybody settled down after reading that news, then I did jump back into the trade for a little bit before I had to leave for the biggest part of the day and return back. And so anyway, here we are. So hopefully you all took advantage of that money. The market's been doing very well today. All our members have really capitalized on it. It's been an account-changing day for many of our members. The Dow had a really nice, steady climb up. If you see back here, let me even get this chart here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? What a beautiful chart. Look at that. And guess what time Mark had to leave? Right there when that happened. Oh, imagine that. I'd leave. I think I just got off and I said, all right, well, I'm leaving. Market probably is going to move now. And it did. And look at that climb. Oh, is that beautiful or what? Oh, my Lord. Look at that. How much is that worth monetarily? Well, let's measure. If we got it under break and hold here and got that up to, it ran up to a new 52-week high. That's 130 ticks. 130 ticks times 12.50 a tick equals $1,600 on just one contract. Imagine having 5 or 10 or more of those. Holy cow, what a money you make, right? And it kind of stayed up there around the 52-week high, and it's still flirting up there. It's close, right? Can it make another 52-week high before it's over? Well, that's possible. It might run it up right now. It is later in the day. So, all right. So, all right. All right. Hang on 1 minute. I got to reply this. All right. Here it's her grandson. Her grandson has the exact same car she does. I was like, holy cow. I guess he's okay. Walked away. So, big old whatever them little Cadillac SUVs are. And he was just in a head-on collision. Somebody ran through an intersection, hit him head-on here about 6 months ago. So this is 2 wrecks he's been in the last year that weren't his fault. Got to watch. Wear them seatbelts, right? Yada, yada, yada. There's your PSA for the day. Never know how fast your life can change, right? Fortunately, he's okay. So, all right. So, yeah, ES, the S&P 500 was just a beautiful trade. The NASDAQ, now, when the market opened today, man, it was just rough, as the dog said, right? Had the big drop, and then it was just, the volatility was just crazy. And didn't know whether it was going up or down. I mean, I played the economic news, and I didn't get probably a fourth of the amount I could have grabbed into trade because the candles was just up and down, up and down, up and down. And I was actually in it, I think, 3 times maybe. I think I got in as it went up, and then got out as it started coming back down, but it came down fast, so I didn't lock as much in coming down, and then I jumped back when it went back up again. It was just so volatile. I was like, geez, I was lucky to get what I got. So, but I had done some trading earlier in the morning anyway, so I still did well, but not as well as I could have due to the violence of that in the first 3 or 4 candles. So a lot of times you get one nice big candle and capitalize on it. Well, it did, but I didn't get it. First it went down. I'm like, I had it loaded up for down just as then it switched and went back up. I'm like, whoop, good thing I didn't hit the button. And then I had to switch from my short position to my long and then enter the trade. So it happened that fast today. It was a quickie. You got to be on there. You got to be on your A game. The problem is I didn't, up here on Trading View, up here above my head here, there's these little, what's the word I'm looking for? Turbo keys. That's what Weeble calls them. This is Trading View, and I didn't even think about using them. I mean, I had the stuff all set up for it, but I didn't. I had my traditional Trading View up here, and I was in the buy, figuring the numbers were going to be good, but it went down, so I had to switch, and then it went right back up and it switched back and then hit enter. So I didn't even dawn on me until after it was over with. Why didn't I hit them dumb buttons? I could have done that. That'd have been a lot quicker, right? But I didn't. So you get a one-track mind sometimes. So their tools are there. You just got to remember to use them. So make sure you know your software, whatever broker you're with. Make sure you're familiar with your broker software. It's important to be able to know how to get in and out of a trade. And TradingView provides you, at a minimum, well, more than that, it provides you with the turbo keys. I can get in and out of a trade with these widget here. I can buy and sell over here on the right. That's another way. I can use the depth of market or the price ladder type of thing here. I can get in and out of trades here. There's also buttons down here at the bottom, little turbo buttons. I can click here or there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minimum of 5 ways to get in and out of order. Not to mention, but I usually don't have this pulled up, so I've really never done this before. You can, I guess I probably have, but down here at the bottom of TradingView, you can pull up this, I can snag it here. Come on, grab it. What's going on here? Anyway, bottom of TradingView, there's a panel down here you can pull up. If I can get my mouse to grab it, there it goes. So down here, I can do this down here. It'll show my orders. Now, it's more for getting out, but you can get in here and cancel orders and all that too. It will show you your positions when you're in one here. Let me. This is paper trading. Let me show you that in case you weren't familiar with that. So let's just say I'm going to sell at market. All right, bang. All right, so now I'm in a trade. All right, doesn't matter. This is paper, so don't freak out. But see, here's here is my position here, right? And it shows you that I'm in a short down here, and it gives you the running total, what's going on. And then I can use this also. This would be really clunky to use, but I can exit a trade this way also. I can come down here and get in and out of the trades by closing that. See, bang, I'm out of the trade that way. Can't enter the trade that way, but it shows it down there. So if something ever happens, don't forget about that bottom bar. I usually have that drugged down anyway. I don't really play around with it that much. That one, but it is there. And that's also where it shows your trades and everything you took, your history. So don't forget about that bottom panel down there at the bottom of TradingView. So there's at least 6 ways to get out of a trade using TradingView itself. Your broker will have something similar. I know Webull probably has a minimum of 5 different ways to get in and out of a trade, and you need to know how to master them, because at any one time something might freeze up on you. And so just be aware, be an expert with the software. All right, that's just as important as knowing when to get in and out of a trade. It doesn't do you any good to know when to get in and out of a trade if you don't know how to do the mechanics of getting in and out, right? I did briefly. After I had left, I was listening in on Coach's TikTok this morning, and there was a member in there that was trapped in a trade and couldn't get out. And Coach stopped everything like he always does in an emergency. If you can't get out of a trade, all you have to do is holler, "I got an emergency," and he walked him through the mechanics of getting out of that trade, because the one way he tried didn't work. So there's not knowing mechanics. Now, it cost him a lot of money. Fortunately, it was paper trading. I felt bad for him at first, and he said it was paper trading. So anyway, there's a good example, and that's what paper trading does for you. It shows you what you don't know sometimes, right? So be a master of your broker software. I will assure you they have more than one way of getting in and out of a trade. Make sure you know how to do all those. If you don't know the multiple ways that your broker does, go to your broker's website or Google it, right? Show me the different ways of entering and exiting a trade on ABC Broker, right? So very important. Same way it's important, it's just as important to know on your backup device. You have to have a backup device. What do I mean by that? It could be your cell phone, that can be your iPad or tablet, right? To get in and out of a trade area, and you have to master that software also. So make sure you do that. The worst thing you want to do is try to figure out the cell phone software, get out of a trade when you've never used it before, because they're not the same. And depending on which broker you use, they're substantially different than what you're used to on your desktop. So not only do you have to do the work on learning how to trade, you also have to learn how to work all the software that comes with it. The desktop, a web version, most of them all have web-based versions. Know how to use your cell phone version, a tablet if you have it, know how to do all of those, and they need to be immediately available. All those things need to be by your side at your trading desk, wherever it is you trade, right? Now, if you're trading on your cell phone, well, you might want to make sure you have your iPad around somewhere, right, or whatever. So a lot of people trade just on their cell phones, and they're out running around and trade that way. Well, make sure you have a backup device, right? Always. So when you're in a trade and something happens, then and you can't get out of a trade, then you start freaking out. Worst case scenario, you need to have your broker's 800 number in your telephone, in your contacts, because that would be the last resort, by the way, I would use, is calling the broker, because you're going to wait in line. Especially if it's a software issue, it may not just be directly related to you. It might be all the users are having trouble. So, and I had this exact same thing happen to me once with a large broker who I'm no longer with, and I won't say who it was, but it starts with the letter F, and there was a big issue, and so we tried all the different ways and ended up having to call them. Well, guess what? It wasn't just me. It was millions of people, and guess how many phone lines they have, right? Not enough for 1 million people to be called at the same time. So you had to wait in line. So, I eventually did. It was about a 10-minute wait, and at that time, I think it cost me, if I remember right, $1,000 because the trade actually turned against me after I realized, I was making money at the time, but then I can't remember now, something froze up or whatever it was. It was their servers is what the issue was. I couldn't get out of the trade or nothing. I think I tried to take profit and found out it wouldn't work. Well, by the time I called and tried the other alternative methods first, and they didn't work either, and I got the 800 number and called them. And after waiting about it had to be a good 10 minutes, if not longer. And when you don't know what your trade's doing, it seems like an hour and a half, though. So, but you need to have that as a last resort access, whether you tape it to a monitor or whatever. Just have that handy. Put it in your cell phone. Keep it in there. So that way you are covered. So just the little things we don't think about until it actually happens. Then you're like, oh crap, right? You don't want to be going, oh crap, and trying to figure out how to use your broker's cell phone software. Nah, that's not the time to learn. Number one, you're freaking out, and now you're trying to figure out something that's totally different than what you've been using for the last year on your desktop. If you don't believe me, wait till it happens to you. So, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, that's why you have to have it within arm's reach. It should be sitting right next to your journal, because you're supposed to journal every day also. So, I have my cell phone, I have my iPad, and I have the 800 number in my phone. So if something happens to my desktop, now I got this, what I'm using to broadcast live from, so now I even have another laptop. I have my other laptop, but I don't have it turned on because I don't use it that much anymore. More of the desktop and cell phone and iPad. Because I can trade really well on Weeble's cell phone app. I do it all the time. Not so much lately. All right, let's take a look at some questions over. Anybody over there in YouTube land? Don't see any questions, but they are asking over there in TikTok land. Let's take a look back. Good to see Soy Angel Joy. Tucker, thanks for the share. Doug, Nunya, how's it going? Follow me, says, does your indicator repaint? What time frame is that? Okay, all right, you see the time frame right here. On TradingView, it shows you here. See, that's a 2-minute chart. What you see here on my TradingView software, which is an independent charting software, it's probably one of the most popular in the entire world, and it's a subscription base, has nothing to do with American Dream Trading. I just choose to use it. It's a powerful, powerful tool, and it's purdy. This is Coach's 3.0 indicators that come with paid memberships at the VIP Gold and Diamond and Crypto, and also the futures paid memberships. You get that. Premium doesn't get this. Our base membership doesn't get this. As long as you're a paid member, this will work. It's an overlay inside of TradingView. Makes me a lot of money using these indicators. What you're talking about here, I don't know what you mean by repaint. Does your indicator repaint? I don't quite understand what you're asking there. But yeah, it's constantly updating. This green and red, this is just a cloud. Fills in between the 21 and the 55. It's just a visual indicator. When I see that green, I know it's in an uptrend. You know, when it's turning red, it's in a downtrend, right? So it's just a quick visual. You don't have to have it. Matter of fact, you can turn it off if you want. But it helps you bring your eye to where the indicators are at. I can actually turn that fill off. All these indicators are fully customizable. I can go up here, and there's all kinds of things. I don't know if this pop-up box will show or not. You guys see the pop-up box? Yep, it does show. So I can go in here and turn on and off. Actually, there's a lot of things that's on here I have turned off, right? I can go in here and turn the cloud off. Right here, show cloud. Okay, I can uncheck that. Let's see if it disappears, and there it goes. See, now it's not on there. Just let me show you this. So now I got all these lines on here, just a little bit. You can still see them. I can make these lines thicker or dashed or dots or whatever. It's just a visual, right? Call it the cloud. So I can go turn all these things are customizable. You can, just like anything else, you can change the color of your candles and do all the change the averages, and there's just a whole lot of things that we can do with this. So it's a wonderful tool. And then there's other things here. You can customize all your lines and your signals, put the kind of type of style line. So it's highly customizable. I love it. It's pretty too. So that's why I like it. So anyhow, there we go. Anytime you see numbers being typed in there, I'm going to shut that off. All right. So, again, let's see. I have similar indicator and the visual signals change all the time. Well, yeah, these change all the time too. This is updating constantly. Have our trend lines, 9, 21, 55, VWAP, 200. They're constantly, as time goes by, they're remeasuring and redrawing the lines. Yep. I got the EWO down here we use with Coach's 2-minute EWO trading strategy. Got the volume indicators, which I have crunched down. There's the volume indicators. It tells me how much total volume there is. It tells me how much in buyers, how much in sellers. It tells me what the ATR is on a 2-minute candle, right? If I switch to a 1-minute chart, it automatically switches my ATR to the current, whatever the ATR is, in this case, 24. So there you go. Yes, and it has a regression channel. There's all kinds of things you can put on here that's already built into what your membership comes. So Detroit Law.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Doug.
the beautiful part about those, for anyone who's listening that doesn't know, that the essential plan in TradingView only allows you to use like 2 indicators. Well, Coach's indicator has got like 7 or 8 indicators all in one.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can have the lower plan and still have far more functionality out of that indicator and the other ones than you get with 10 or 12 of the other free ones.
Everything is pulling Wall Street. We're aware of that. Thank you. The market is pulling. All right.
What's Wall Street in? Is he doing platinum? Is that what he's doing?
No, he's putting everyone is pulling.
PL?
Yeah, we don't do that here. I've already talked to him about this before, and I told him what the outcome is going to be next time. So he knows the rules. I was very clear about it in the past, and I continue to hold to those. All right. So gold's still flat and ugly today. Oops, I got it on a 1-hour chart. We were talking about swing trading earlier. Ralph was training our group on swing trading. It was very informative. I even learned something, and all because one of our members asked a specific question about swing trading. And while Ralph was talking to our member, I was listening in and paying attention. And I picked up a few little tidbits myself. It's a great thing about our community. We learn from each other. You don't necessarily have to be the moderator to be able to learn something. Members teach us stuff every single day. It's an exciting place to be. Our community is an exciting community. All right. So anyhow, there. YM did very well too. There for a while, YM which is the Dow, and M2K were kind of working hand in hand. Oh, look, I didn't change that. Dow set a new high today. That's because I was away when it did it. The new high is now 46,173. So I need to adjust this line here a little bit. Let me do that while I'm thinking about it. And it is now, what I say, 46,173. I can type that in. Here's my line. It will automatically adjust it to that spot. Bang. There it goes. See how easy that was? I didn't have to drag it up, slide it all over the place. Right there it is. Record high. So that's TradingView is very nice. Very, very nice. And it's come up there. That just happened again here at 2 minutes after 2. Record high for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So anyway, good. We do have the FOMC meeting next week, so who knows what the market's going to do next week. I would expect them to be kind of like, But we've had we've had economic news to what the markets want to see, which is causing the market to go way up, right? I just can't believe they haven't taken a bunch of profit and drove it back down, and they still may very well do that for today's over. I mean, tomorrow's the last day of the trading week anyway. So, all right. Yeah. Well, if you're feeling sad, I don't know what to tell you. Go pet your puppy or whatever. They'll make you feel better. Go tell your puppy all about it. None ya. Yeah. So, we'll sit here and watch. We can see we're kind of in a channel here. Can I trade that? Absolutely, I can. Right? I can do some quick scalps on that. Right? Let's see what else is going on here with the Russell is down below this bottom channel. It's with a pullback there, a nice pullback. The Dow did too, but it's not quite as volatile. And gold, look at gold. It's in almost a great spot. It's right there trying to break and hold below the 200. And then you have VWAP. Boy, if I can catch that before it goes below VWAP, watch out. Right? Not saying that's what it's going to do, but look at the chart here, right? I don't have any lines on this chart because I'm on this here, but yeah, look at that. Is it going to break and hold below the 200 and VWAP? Don't know. We'll see. See what's going to go on here. Now, again, the volume really kind of drops off on the metals this time of the day. But looking here at the volume chart, let me make this real big just so you can see it. You know, where's my average volume at? Well, I can put my cursor here and kind of just give it a little quick look, right? You know, still have some nice volume as far as that goes. So even if I put my cursor like right here, yeah, I mean, that popped up back to probably the average lately, but it does really drop off. So it's going to take some price movement to get her going. Well, we'll see here. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to keep an eye on it. You know why? Because I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go slightly below VWAP, and I'm going to put an alert in there. About right there. I'm going to create an alert. All I have to do is click alert. And now when it gets there, it will alert me. There will be a box pop up down here that says it did what I wanted it to do. It reached that level. And you can see it puts a little line there, little dash there where the alert was created. So if that comes down and hits that, I'll get an alert. Then I can go back and look at it and see if I really want to get into it to the downside. But until it does that, I'm not interested. Am I interested to the upside? Well, no, not really. Oops. What did I do? Oh, there it goes. Hold on here. What happened to my gold chart? Oh, must have snagged it by accident. Here. There we go. Get it go in there. Get in there. Get that back in the same, this stupid Windows thing here keeps wanting to know if I want to do like multiple screens. Get in there. There's a little, I got to learn to shut that thing off. I think time I slide something to the top, it brings up where you can choose what kind of screen view you want. This Windows laptop. Well, the heck with you. What did that just do? All right. Oh, look at that. The market doesn't care about your position. Well, that ain't very nice. Look at this thing yelling at me. Don't get rugged. Always look first. Never rush into a trade or investment blindly. Thing's giving me... I'm going to wait. Come on. Anyway. So, you can't see that, what's going on right now. I'm saving this. I don't know if you can see it or not on your side, but it's trying to close out here. And it's going very slowly. Yeah, you can't see it on your feed. I got a window blocking my trading view right now. Trying to save this change I made. Gotta give it a minute here. There we go. All right. Get back up here if this will unfreeze my... Come on. What's going on with this thing? Here. This thing's locked up on me. I'm going to close it. I'll just reopen it. I ain't messing around all day. Hang on. One minute. I got to reload this. Technical difficulties on my end. Come on. There we go. All right, now we're getting back in business as this reloads. You know, a blank screen there for a minute or two, but all right. Yeah, I know. I could have done that. It would have been quicker, Task Manager. It said it was saving changes and it took forever, so I just closed everything. This don't load up here in a second. Got the circle of death. Ding, 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 ding. Please stand by for the next available chart to pop up. Well, you know what? I am just going to do Task Manager. Just do a clean, make sure it's closed, and then reopen it. Problem is I got all this other stuff sucking resources right now. All right. Still working. Well. Bing, 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 bing. Task Manager time.
I just happened to glance at the screen. We don't see your screen.
I know. Did you hear me? I said it's
I-
locked up.
I did not. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
listening to.
Yeah.
I'm a diamond, so I can bounce all over like a yo-yo.
And you do, huh? Cheating on us.
I,
I get it.
I do. I'm sorry.
I get it.
Bruno's putting on a master class over here. Diamond is
right.
just
Way to-
awesome to
Way to
be
go,
able
Bruno.
to. Yes. So carry on.
He's a good teacher.
Well, so are you.
Educator. Hang on. Now we'll load Trading View back up. Dun, da, ding, da, ding, da, ding. Now I gotta wait for all these charts to load back up. All right. So, hey, we spare no expense on this show.
Right. Quality production.
High quality H2O.
Some high quality H2O.
What movie is that from? I'm on. Everybody.
Waterboy.
Waterboy. Turbo keys are the devil. I don't know what's taking this thing so long. Jeez. I'm about ready to fire up the Weeble instead. This chart don't fire up here in a second. Interwebs.
Interwebs.
Ding ding dun 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 dun.
You can do it!
Blue screen. of
Come
death.
on. You are.
You are watching a master at work.
Wow. Wow.
Need more power, Captain.
All righty now.
Funny how? I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny? How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me
You are
what's funny.
funny. That was a great movie. I love that movie. I've
Which
seen it
one?
100 times. Goodfellas.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm going to kill this thing again. I'm going to bring up Weeble. I ain't messing around here all day. I ain't got time for this. Let's go. This is the laptop. It's not the program. It's the laptop. All right. Mark's switching to Weeble. Hang on a minute. I'll bring up my other way of trading. Might take a second here. While you stare at the black background. This will take a minute. Any day now. There we go. It's alive. All right. Let's see, I'm in the right window there. All right, now I got to change these settings here to show that screen instead of the other screen. Hang on. Hang on. Don't get excited. Hang on. Which one is it? Where's it at? Let's see. Go. There we go. Now we got a picture. I got to go over here and change it over here on. I got it disabled over here on Tiki Talk. There it is. Let's see. Alive. Wake it up. Wake up. Wake up. There we go. Now we back in business. Huh? Huh? There we go. There we go. This is Weeble. This is my Weeble screen. So, anyway, so there's that jazz there. So, I'll do some moving around here. Let's get this, reset this thing I'm playing around with. Let's see. And we'll go over here, we'll reset that one on there, and we'll go over here to the futures thing, widget there, I'm going to pick what I want to pick, that type of thing, all that goodness and glory. There's our tops list, there's that there. I can reset this count here, and do that, and play around with that, and bang bang, reset that. Okay, let's see, play around with that. Where's my, I don't know, I got it over here. Never mind, it's over here. All right, where were we? Where were we before this thing messed me up? Let's go back to ES, see what we were doing here. Again, this is the Weeble. I don't chart on Weeble anymore because I use TradingView exclusively, right? So, anyhow, all right. So, play around with this. We'll see here now. Over here on my Weeble screen, it's a little bit different, right? I have my L2 order book. I can see where orders are sitting at. These are orders that are there but not executed. I have my trading widget over here, right? This is a paper account. Here you can see it says PM. That's a paper trading account, but I have all my things here. So, and then I got my watch list over here on the other side. These are all just widgets. Let's see, above my head here is my watch list. And so I got this here. I can click on any one. Let's take a look at gold. We were talking about gold earlier. Well, look at that. Hey, what happened to gold there, Ralph? The 213. Look at that drop. What did I have my alert set at? Where did I have my alert? Oh, I shut it off.
Did it fall?
Yeah, look at the chart, right? It fell right where we were
see.
talking about it. Remember, it was at the 200 and all that. The 214, it fell.
Oh, so it probably never got that signal.
What did I set? Was that an ES I set the signal for? Of course, it won't apply to this because, yeah, it's still up there, so it didn't trip that yet. All right. So,
Mark,
ES,
don't forget to share your screen.
yeah, that would help, right? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. It shows up on the feed socials, but there we go. How'd that? That better? Ding-a-ling, ding, ding, ding.
You can do it.
I can do it.
It's
I
loading.
did do it.
You can do it!
All right. So, and then you can move these widgets and all that stuff all around. So, all right. So this is Weeble. This is my main broker that I have. I use this in another different broker. ES is kind of going to the upside. I can go over here and just click in, bang, right? And it'll put me into trade. And there I am. I'm in this trade right now. And then I come over here. That was one button click because I already have my stop losses already pre-programmed into my button. So the second I enter the trade, there's my stop. There's where I got in at. And right there's, coming up to this double top. So would I have entered this on any normal play? No. Why? Because I got a double top right here. See this here? That level, which is back up there at that, high of the day, right? That's where all that's hanging out with. Can I make a quick buck? Yeah, I can if this pops up enough and I get out of it soon enough, right? I get up here and it's got to go up there. So Wait till that gets up there. Bang, bang, right? Bang. Let's see what I end up with. What it filled it at. If I did get it quick enough. Let's see here. It says I lost 200. Well, I was already down. That's right. When I was playing around, this was already a negative. So whatever it did on there. So it's very easy. I can come over here and hit sell button, one button, bang. Now I'm to the short side. There's my stop up here. Again, this is paper money. Don't freak out. I'm not throwing away real money. See, it says negative 100. This is where I got in right here, center of that box. So if this goes down, I make money. As you can see, it's going up. So I'm losing money, right? So, but this is my stop right here. It will prevent me from losing any more money on that. It's on a 25 tick stop loss. Okay. And I can get out of the trade also with a one button. Buy back, bang, out of there, right? And I'm now out of the trade that fast, right? That's paper trading. So pre-programmed already in there. I don't even have to think about it. I already programmed my buttons before I use it, and it doesn't matter what I'm buying, right? Buying or selling. So I can come up here. You can always reset your paper trading account, right? If you want to. You can do it like, I don't know, every couple minutes or every minute, something like that. I forget now, but you can reset it daily. Well, I think it automatically resets daily. So anyhow, what I
It keeps you running total if you want it.
What's that?
It'll keep running total if you let it. It keeps you running total if you let it.
Oh, does it? Okay. Yeah. It's better
Mhm.
now. I think the last time I was when I did my HG. Well, on here
Oh,
I've
yeah.
done it too, but live. But what is this? What's this deal? It's a TikTok screen. What's going on here? There's all kinds of things popping up here weird today. What's going on here? There we go. Did I lose my TikTok? Nope. I don't know what that was popped up there. I know you didn't see it, but I had a TikTok screen popped up. Wow. So, anywho, back to our regularly scheduled program. Benny, thanks for the follow. Alicia came to number 14 fan in the fan club. Thank you. Mr. Zoggs joined. Glad to have you all here today. Again, if you're just watching on one platform and it's the only account you have, if you're on TikTok, go over to our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Subscribe over there. I'll tell you, if this is your first time, TikTok is always giving us issues where it says that we're not active in our feed, and we are, because you're typing things in, I'm typing things in, but it keeps saying, well, you don't have any activity, right? It's a bunch of baloney, but it will disconnect our feed. So if you make sure you have an alternate feed, go over to our YouTube. Go over to TikTok, because things can happen to YouTube occasionally. It's a lot more stable. We very rarely have issues. Same way for those of you on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, Twitter, Kicks, Rumble, whatever, all the major social media. Make sure you're watching on an alternate account. That way you know if you lose the feed, something happens. I would say it's more important for TikTokers to have a different feed. Hey, Hudson, how's it going on over there? One of our famous people in here. He's a local celebrity down in his town. Now, if he comes up to my town, he ain't nobody. He's a nobody if he comes up my town. Unless he comes to my house, and he's a somebody. I might even give him a steak dinner if he comes to my house, but probably not, But because I like my steaks, I don't want to just give them away to everybody, But you're welcome up. Try. What's up, Stutson? Doug says. What's big news down in your neck down there by the Gulf? Got a hurricane? Got anything going on over there? How's your little sports team going over there? I don't hear much about them on the news. They're probably about as good as the Browns. I don't know. I'm a Browns fan, so I'm used to pain. Anyhow, glad to have you here. He's one of our paid members, by the way. Here it goes, trying to break through this double top. Should I jump in right now? Oh, I think I will. It's going to go all the way to, it's going to go, right? Let me show you what happens when you do that. Oh, look at this. Here's my P&L down here. Oh, well, it didn't keep going. What's up with that? Oh, I forgot something, didn't I? What did I forget to do? Break and hold. It's testing a new level. You always want to see it break above the line. It did that, but there was not another candle on the shoulder of the previous one. And that will cost your bank account. See, I'm already down, whatever, $2,000, right? Just because it's got rejected off there. And why did it reject off there? Because that's usually what it does at a double top. Rejects, right? It's going to test it. I can come here. There's one down here that I can look at that, it went through. Look how many times it tried to break through this level. bang, bang. This one it did temporarily. Then it will come back, test it again, hung out there, test it again, test it again. And look, because I didn't allow this to break and hold above, and this is what we teach our members every day. This is my favorite technique, is the break and hold strategy, kind of, right? It's part of a larger strategy. It's just one step. Always wait on the break and hold. Now I'm down 10 grand, just that fast, right? So always, always, always wait on that break and hold. You're better off. Could it have went through? Yeah, but more statistically, it doesn't. That's why you want to wait for that confirmation candle to the upside. It broke, but it did not hold there. It didn't have another candle form on top, right? So there it goes. So I ended up losing $6,000, right? Of fake money. It's fake money. Paper trading. But that's the principle. Showed you right there what happens when you don't wait on that break and hold. Whether it's an indicator, a historical level on your chart, a double top, double bottom, we already know statistically that's going to pull back. So I could have actually made money to the downside, knowing that as a general rule it's going to pull back, right? And it did exactly what the statistics odds say they're going to do, right? So I was surprised it actually did that, because half the time when I want to show you something not to do on purpose, it doesn't do it. But all right. What do I think about that stock? I have no idea about that. I don't even know what that is there, Silly Cully. Not familiar with it. If that's a crypto thing, I'm not familiar with it. Oh, why is Southern University there, Hudson? I don't know what's going on down there. Anyway. Always full of things in the world, right? So let's just watch the key buzzwords in our feeds today, please. There's a lot of things going on nationally and internationally. We try to keep those news items out unless it's directly impacting the markets. So we want to watch buzzwords or anything that you say when you're on social media. They're always listening in. They know what you're saying. So they'll come to take you away. They're going to come and take you away. I don't know what that is there, Silly Cully. So I don't have an opinion. But thanks for asking anyway. What is that you're asking about? Is that a stock? It's not a stock because it's a 5-letter word. Is it a crypto? What is it? Or is that just the full name? Don't know. All right. Thanks for joining us here today, Carl. We're looking around here. That's oil. Oil I don't generally trade this time of the day either, just because the volume tends to drop off there. Did the S&P break and hold above its high? Did it break through that double top? Doesn't appear so, does it? Kind of flat. It's hanging out. Let's go look at gold again. See where gold's at. Oh, look at that. Gold's popping back up today. Look at all that money. Now it's in a green EW. A minute ago it was in a red one. See how fast things change? You got to be on your A game. That's why you don't go looking at 15 different things. Pick 1 to 5 max and stick with it. You can make money off of any one ticker symbol all day, right? If you get in it or you're familiar with it, do you have proper charting and you understand what's going on with that contract, right? There's no real reason to jump out. Maybe it's not really real exciting way up or way down. It might be in some chop, but you can trade that chop if you know what you're doing. We teach you how to do all that here at American Dream Trading, right? Here's platinum. Look at that. That's beautiful too, right? You couldn't have made money in that today, right? And it was kind of boring there for a while, right? But that's still money. Money to the downside, money to the upside. But we're always looking for that big home run, aren't we? Way up or way down, like the market was today on the indices, right? We want these things. We want these home run balls all the time, right? This is what we're looking for. This is what we live and dream for. And they happen, right? And they happen on a regular basis, right? This is a news event related. That's easy money, right, when it does that. And then we get into this stuff and we're like, this is boring, right? All this money, now I'm sitting here for nothing. I'm not doing much, right? But if you get into one thing and stick with it and trade the trade that's in front of you, what at that trade, that contract, whether it's platinum or the NASDAQ or oil or gold or whatever, agriculture, whatever it is, master that, right? That's why we tell you don't be a specialist, right? Don't be trying to trade everything. Now, will I go and change to something that will pay me? I do, because I'm a scalper, but it's a lot better to stay in one thing, right? Maybe one of the indices and one of the metals, or one of the indices and one of the energies, or one of the energies and metals, whatever you like doing. But if you sit here and you're present for when these changes happen, right? We were talking about gold earlier. It was unexciting the last time we looked at it, right? Well, problem is these ups and downs. This one here, this one move up here was over $600 just with one contract, right? So, but had I not been present, I wouldn't have been able to take advantage of it. Same way here when it went down. That's worth money. That's worth money. You know, this one here, I mean, yeah, is it harder? Is it more work? You got to be more intense in your trading? Yeah, but that's how we make money, right? Up and down, up and down. Look at that. That's lots of money, right? So just by being here and being present and say, well, I'm going to trade gold all day, you can do that, right? Are you always going to get the home run things where it goes to the moon? No, but you don't know unless you're there with it, right? So one of our members was in gold. We were talking about how flat it was at the time we were looking at it. One of our members pointed out he just did the nice run up because he was present in it, right? So don't think that you can't make money off of any certain ticker, right? You just have to be there. Wait for your setups. You know, waiting is part of the trading. It's the most frustrating part, especially if you're impatient. But as Warren Buffett says, the market takes from those who are impatient and gives that money to those who are patient. So and what that means is when you lose your money, when you lose on a trade, somebody else made money on that trade, right? Somebody else, when you're making money on a trade, that means somebody else lost on a trade. That's how it works. So don't feel bad when you make money. It's yours now. All right. So, anywho, so to prove that fact, let's just pick something. What do we want to pick? All right. Can I pick gold? I said I don't like trading metals after the hour, right? Well, let's do it anyway. All right. Let's see what we can do with gold. All right. All right. So what do I have to wait on here? I have to wait on an entry criteria. Let me reset this just for funsies. Reset this paper trading account. All right. So let's just say this is all there is in the world to trade, and I got to try to make money off of what's in front of me, right? Well, VWAP's way down here. I'm not worried about that. The 200's way up there. I'm not worried about that unless these things move that way. All my other indicators, the 9, the 21, and the 55, are stacked up to the way it would be for the downside. So I'm waiting here now. Actually, the 9 is kind of crossing over. So it's kind of discombobulated at the moment. Makes it a little bit weaker type of a trade. But I'd be more than happy to trade this to the downside. And I wouldn't be afraid to trade it to the upside. Now, when I'm evaluating this trade, of course, normally I would have lines on my chart, but here I don't because I'm not charting on Webull. I need to know what my levels are, right? And that could be at, I look up here. Let's see, let's get a bigger picture view here. Let me scroll in a little bit so I can see. So I can see I have, a double top up there if it would happen to get that high, so I can pop a line there. Now again, normally I would go out further. I would start with 4 hours. Yeah, here's a little minor level there. So this is giving me at least some guidelines, something to look at, right, for the downside. Here's where this one stopped. How does it look when I go across? Well, you can see it kind of stopped over there too, right? Pop some lines on there. Now I have something that I can trade within, right? And this is just using the 2 minute. And of course, the 200 MA, which is this blue line, will act as a line, and VWAP down here will as my indicators. So we're just going to sit here, and this is what happens in trading when you're a day trader, right? You're sitting there waiting for your criteria to work. So what is my criteria to the downside? That it breaks and holds below the 9, in this case the 21. And what about the upside? If it breaks and holds above the red line, which here is the 55 EMA. And I got, I'm going to have to get away from some of this stuff. I can even argue the point right here. This would be a double top, right? If I want to look at it that way, it'd be very weak. But, these candles here kind of line up. I can see that visually, so I'm not going to worry about drawing a line there. So if I'm going to enter the downside, here we go, right? Let's see. Now, where's the next candle at, right? I don't see my next candle. I want to see a candle What I wanted to do is break and hold to the downside with the next candle on the shoulder of the previous. Well, this one didn't do it. It's stuck. Is this going to do this for the rest of the day? Well, it could, right? That's part of trading. And that's why you should have a backup thing you should be trading, right? So I just happen to pick gold. Again, I've been better off going to one of the indices that actually has volume, right? But I just want to show you, I was hoping it would get more movement than this, so I could show you that if you sit here and wait for the setup, you can make money on it, and you take advantage of it. But if I'm going all over the place, I might miss my nice move here. I mean, we're now in power hour. It's 3 o'clock, last full trading hour of the New York Stock Exchange, so things can get a lot of hectic. Now, could I even go as far to trade between these? Oh, look at that. See that? Wow, if I'd have been in that, huh? Well, where did it stop at? Look at that, right? That area I was talking about earlier, right? Now I have a candle to the upside there, right? I got a little double top here. Can I do a quick scalp? Well, you know, there's not quite enough oomph there, but, and the volume is super low. That's why that candle looks like it's not moving. You see this L2, it's not moving either. So I really wouldn't even trade this in real life, right? Do I want to? Well, I can get in here and see if I can get me a quick scalp on this, right? I'm not going to play around. This pops up a little bit more, then I'll take the money, right? So where's my level at? I already have a roadmap right up here. Let's see if we can get there. That's at 72.9. Do I have any orders up here? Yes, I do. There's 72.9 right there. I'm starting to see some 73s. The only problem is these are all about the same size, so I really don't know which way this might go, all right? So I just sat here. I actually didn't have to sit here that long, right? So I can wait here. Let's see what it's doing. If this starts on the shoulder of the next one, I'll stay in it, right? If this doesn't move. See, there's no volume in this gold right now. This is why I don't trade it, right? I'm getting out of that. I'll take my profit, right? So there it goes. Took the profit, made 800 bucks or whatever, 700 bucks, okay? Just that quick. Just waiting, being there and being present. Why did I get out? This may still go up there, but it didn't really, I mean, it was there at the shoulder, but there was nothing there. There was no oomph. So I decided to lock in my profit, right? That easy. And if I'm jumping all over the place, but you see what happened there. So you see this big gap between, this is another indicator. If you just happen to see it, see how this big gap is here between it? It's an actual physical gap, because it stopped here and then there was no buyers, and then all of a sudden they jumped in up here or even higher. So you get these gaps, and that's a good indicator that the volume is really bad at the time when you see those large gaps. Here's another one right here. See this big gap between these two? There's no overlap. There's no starting on the shoulder of the previous. So that tells you right there, you don't want to trade in low volume, because people will throw an order in and go against you. Sometimes they'll throw orders in there and it'll make you lots of money. But that is just to me, I don't like that. I don't like this type. So I'm not even going to do that. Did I make some money? Sure I did, right? But again, this is paper trading. That's called quick scalp there, right? So let's go to one of the major indices here and we'll see what happens, right? I know these are going to have volume like crazy between now and the end of the day. And as a scalper, I can jump in these. Now, what's my upside here? Well, if it breaks and holds above this, then I'll consider getting in, right? Until then, this is going to be a barrier right here. Yes, these wicks go up higher, but I'm just looking at the body, right? Truly, I want to see these wicks get taken in effect too, but it doesn't matter. By the time this breaks and holds, it'll be up here anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, because I'm not going to enter right there anyway. Well, what did it do? Came right up here to that double top. Wick touched it twice, rejected, back to the downside. Now it looks just as boring as gold did, right? It's doing the same thing. But all my indicators, I'm in good shape, right? They're all my rear view mirror. So the upside play would be easier to move that way. With it going through the downside, it has to break through all these indicators, through this level, through the 55, through the 200. And it can, especially this time of day. It's power hour. Anything can happen, right? So that's a yes. We can sit here and watch this. Can I quick scalp that? Yep, I can. I'm going to wait, though. Wait on my criteria that I just told you about up here, right? So basically, I would get in up here, I'm just rough guessing, the 93, 94 area, probably 94. There's some orders here. Look at that big order of 94 there, 95. This is telling me it wants to go up there, right? Can I use that information and jump in this early? Yes, I can, but this is a very risky trade. I'm counting on these big orders to get filled. This will rip your face off doing it. It's trading on hopium that these orders get filled. You shouldn't really do that. Now, do I make a lot of money doing this sometimes? Yeah, I do actually, right? And it looks like this is going to work out in my favor this time. But it still has not broken held up here, right? So, but I am in the money, right? I'm up $2,500, $3,700 in this trade right now, right? So right here is the current, I don't know if you can see that on your screens at home, but right here next to this fake money, I got a $100 million account. Put a couple extra zeros in there. Now I'm up 1250, right? So, this is where I got in, seeing those orders there. They're still there, but if people throw in orders to the downside, it's going to pull back. I would not enter this normally unless this breaks and holds, okay? But I do, once I'm into trade, I'm watching these. These help me perhaps stay into trade longer because I see these big orders up here. What do I mean by big orders? The number doesn't matter. It's just substantially larger than the rest of the average of them, right? See, there's a big order 150 to pull it down. There's a big order at 188 to pull it up. So they're really battling. They kind of cancel each other out when you get right down to it, right? So this is just going to consolidate here. These people see there's sellers there. These people see there's buyers here. So why do I want to spend more money? Why not wait till it gets down here to this other buyer and then I can get in there, right? And that's what's happening, right? 591, did I say? 591's clear down here, right? That could pull down there if people don't start buying now. So this is in a very dangerous spot for me, right? I would get out of this trade, but I wouldn't have got in it anyway. I was just trying to show you that you can do that sometimes. And I just didn't take the profit, right? It was up there. I just chose not to click the button. So big order to the upside. There's that 594, which is up here, right? There's this right up in here. That's where that order's at, right? So this wants to pop. I'll put a line there, right? This wants to come up to here. There's orders there for it, but that's no guarantee that's going to fill up here on this yellow line because there's also orders down here to 590 level now, right? Clear down here, right? So I have the same issue. These two are fighting against each other to the downside. So being power hour, watch this come down and grab that order. And the problem is once this gets down here, more people might start panicking and they'll get out, right? I'm just going to let this play here, right? There's that order still 593. So maybe these orders will come down here and fill and then pop back up. But I wouldn't sit in this long, especially with these many contracts, right? Oh, look at that. Look at that where it hit that at. And my line's not even exactly 591. It's a little off. Now let's watch and see if this does come back up here and fill that 594. Problem is once it starts dropping, then people start jumping in on the bandwagon, right? And next thing you know, it's going all the way down. And all I'm doing is just gathering this information. Now, what I'm using here is the L2 order book. The dangerous thing you got to remember, this is just a tool. You can't live and die on this thing because these are orders that are placed but not executed. Okay, they're sitting here. We can see them. Okay, the problem is they can cancel the order. They can move the order up. They can move the order down. They can make it more. They can make it less. So this is always changing. And as you can see, these really aren't even moving that much. The margins, the volume's even low right now over here. And look at your candle. So anyhow, and when there's no volume, that tends to cause the price to drop on you. And there it is, back at that 591 orders, right? Right here. Now you got to see what happens when it gets lower. Again, I could close this out. It doesn't matter. As they get lower, now people are like, let's get out of this trade, right? I could cancel this and get right into the downside, but it doesn't prove the point. I just want you to see how the L2 does work. There was that big order to the upside. There was a big order to the downside. There's always going to be a battle when you see that. So, okay. So now look at this. Does it want to go back up? See that 594 order is still there. Now, would you normally trade, let this go? If I got in up here, would I normally let that do that? Heck no. That's a boatload of money. I don't know how much that was. I'd have to measure it and see. But, well, it wouldn't be. If it's 590 to 593, that's 12 ticks, right? And I'm in ES, so 12 ticks times 1250, that's $150 per contract right there. Now, I did that times 100, right? You're talking $15,000, right? So Would I let that do that for real? Absolutely not. But I wanted to talk to you, show you what was going on. See, now the 594 is still there. Watch this come up here eventually and try to get that. Is it going to do it now? Well, what thing would stop that is if people start putting in orders over here and pushing it down. So, and that's what's going on here. And during power hour, it becomes even worse sometimes. But I would not let that move like that did, right? I mean, it is, what did I say it was? 3? Well, really, that's not bad, is it? 3 points, $3 times 4 to $1. That is, right? 3 times 4 is 12 ticks. That's not very much movement for ES, right? Well, what is it, 8? What's our ATR on ES? 4? Yeah, the average is 3 on a standard day, but with all the volatility that's going on in the markets, it's been up a lot higher, 8 to 20 or more. So the only reason I'm sitting here in this still is I just want to see now. The 594 is still there. Now we're getting some orders up here. See how they're starting to stack up here? So they're trying to draw it up there. The problem is we have a lot of orders to the downside also right here, right? People want to buy it down lower, which would draw the price down. So it's a battle of what's going on. The 594 order is still the largest order there. So that draws attention, right? Why should I sell here when I can wait and jump in and sell here with this guy, right? And I can make more money. And if you're in a large trade, then that's a big deal, right? So waiting, right? Now, again, if I didn't have this so spread out, you can see it's a pretty tight channel here, right? It's only going like $3 up and down one way or the other. Maybe 5 ticks.
I was just going to say you're only looking at a 12 or 14 tick spread from the center line.
Yeah. And, I got in here, right? And I was like, 93 from this double top down to that 590, that's 3 points, right? $3. And there's 4 ticks to $1. That's only 12 ticks. So it's not unreasonable for it to move that much. Now, do I want to sit in there? Not with 100 contracts, I wouldn't. I would have took it when it was up here over here. I'd have snagged that right away. Sometimes I'm only in for seconds when I'm trading 100 contracts, right? So that's part of the problem trading big is you don't sit in things and you miss out on a lot of opportunities. So this is like watching the paint dry, and this is part of trading, unfortunately, is watching the paint dry, right? Be optimistic. Thanks for the follows and the roses, and Mr. HR Trade, thanks for the follows there also. By the way, Doug is kicking everybody's rear end over there on likes. If you don't want Doug to win, if you want to see Doug cry, you're going to need to smash that like button over there on TikTok. If not, Doug's going to come out victorious and rub it in your face. Just a hint, Doug's not going to work that hard to get him, so he shouldn't be too hard to beat.
No,
you never know.
I'm a soft target.
Oh, okay. All right. Am I going along? Yes, this is paper trading. If you just got here, I was demonstrating. I didn't get out. I would have closed this a long time. I would have took my profit over here. I placed that order when it's clear over here. But I was demonstrating the use of the L2 order book, how orders sit there and draw up and down. I just never exited the trade. This is paper trading. It's not real. Do I trade this much in real life? Yes, I do. But this is paper. So I'm showing how this 594, the orders are still sitting there. They haven't moved their position. They still want that filled at 594. But the ones down at 590 still want their orders filled. All right, it went down to this 591 area. Let me spread this back out again so we can see it. It makes it really look severe when you look at it that way, doesn't it? Right? But it's really not that much of a movement, even though it looks worse here because I'm trading here on these 1 minute candles. Now, if I put this on a 2 minute, does it look as bad? It's less volatile looking, right? So, I have a 25 tick stop. Look how far down my stop is from reality where this is trading. Way down there. Now, it can go down there very easily. There's a double bottom there, right? So it could pull back down there. It's a power hour. Nothing surprises you, me, right? Anything can happen. That's why Coach warns us against trading. So now, it did come back up to almost where I was at. So if we watch this 2 minute candle, now it may not be as May not give you ingestion as bad, right? It's not as violent looking, right? The orders are still sitting there at 594, right? And we still have all these orders sitting down here at 590, 591. So there's a battle going on. I'm not confident it's going to go one way or the other because they're both large orders. See here, look, now they're right side by side, 90, 590 and a quarter, and 594. So it could go either way. You get a bunch of people coming here and start selling and dumping it. Yeah, it'll come down and hit my stop. It's only 25 ticks. It's already moving half of that now. So I thought this would actually pop up to 594 by now, but it didn't because all these orders are filling in over here to the downside. So there's a big fight. They're standing toe to toe trying to figure out what's going on here. It's chop. Can I get out of this trade? Yeah, I can. Doesn't really matter. Rather not. I got some hopium. I got hopium, Doug. I think it's going to go to 594. I got hopium.
Opium.
Oh, I got hopium. But really, in the truth of the matter, if I did get in here, I am in a good position. It's really only moving 12 ticks, right? That's nothing. Now, it's a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but in the reality of the way ES moves an average of $3, which is 12 ticks. So this is, and I'm talking on a normal day, day-to-day,
agonizing,
non-news event days kind of thing, right? Now, well, look at that. Now I'm in the money already again. All right, let's see if I can get to that yellow line. Let's see if it fills these. As these sell off, the next batch moves up. Could I took my profit there? Yeah, I could have. Again, it doesn't matter. It's paper trading. But I just kind of leaving that there as a reference, right? So, oh, look at 594 is still there, right? Look at that. Oh, patience pays, right? Now, I just jumped into this trade, right? I didn't jump in like I would have entered. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even be in this trade if I stuck with my normal trading criteria, right? So, well, what do you think, Doug? You think it could do it? Can it do it?
It can do it.
Oh, look at there's 595 orders popping up there now. Oh, yeah. It could, right? If nothing else, I bet a wick touches it at 594.
Mm-hmm.
Have I mentioned that I thought 594 it might hit?
Might.
What's happening here? Well, we're right back at that double top area, right? There it is. And you're all saying, man, that Mark MC, he's a genius. No, I'm not. I'm just using the L2. Now, that will rip your face. Doing this can also wreck your account. I use this more for, now I demonstrated jumping in because of the order, and I do, in reality, I do that. You shouldn't because, matter of fact, I told myself I'm not going to do it anymore. I journaled that last week. I got my face, there it is, 594. Bang, bang. Took the money. All right. There it goes. There's some orders for 595, and I'm out, right? Locked into profit of up $9,170, right? Just like that. Bang, bang. So now if I look at this, what's going to happen here, right? You got a big gamma candle. I expect a pullback. If I'm going to jump in here, what am I going to do? Break and hold. I want to see the next candle on the shoulder of this candle before I even think about re-entering. Now, I will go in if it does that and it has oomph. I will jump into that second candle that's on the shoulder at some point. I'm not waiting on that candle to end. All right? So, but right now, nope. Did it break and hold? Nope. All it really did was stop at, what number is that, Doug? What number did that stop, the body of that candle stop at, Doug? 594. Did we hear that number from out of my mouth earlier?
I was going to guess 594, but where'd the wick stop?
94.75, and there was those orders were there for that. That's why it filled them.
Overachievers.
Mm-hmm. There you go. That's how you use the L2 in a trade. Now, like I said, don't use that to decide to click the button to get in. I do that, and it's called, we in the pre-market, we called it slingshot trading. It's just our own little thing. I'll watch this. As soon as this order fills, bang, jump in, and it'll go down to the next wall. Now, you can't really do that with the indices, but just use that when you're in a trade and watch where the big orders are piling in at. And that may be indicative of where it wants to go. I told you this one, it wanted to go here, but man, that took, 10 minutes before it actually did it, right? But it did do it. But in the meantime,
Forever.
if it doesn't get up here, let's say it went up to this level and rejected again, like it did, that people might say, well, it ain't going any higher. I'm getting out of this. I'm taking my money and going home. And the next thing you know, the price is plummeting, and now you're really in a bad spot. So trade with the momentum. I'm a momentum trader. I find usually because I'm a scalper in the way that I trade, my style of trading, my style of the very way that I click my mouse button, and that does make a difference. We can both say we're going to enter at the same time, but we'll get two different fills, right? Because of the way we hold our mouse, the way we click, right? Maybe you got arthritis getting in your road, I don't, right? Or vice versa. You need to trade with your style, right? And so I will scalp a single candle sometimes. I try not to, but generally, if I get this pullback, if I sit there, it usually goes against me. I just need to get out of trades faster, and I demonstrated that, unfortunately, to my detriment last week. Was that this week? Last week, I think. Maybe it was this week, where I let it do that pullback, and then it sat there, and then finally it just pulled real hard. I had to rip the Band-Aid off, take the loss. And when you know it about what? It wasn't even 10 minutes later, came right back and blew right by where I was at. I'd have made a bunch of money, right? But you don't know that at the time, right? You can't foresee the future. So you got to trade the trade that's in front of you. So, and I let that one go, 3 times farther than I should have, I believe. I should have took no more than a $200 loss. And what did I take? 700? I forget. 600, whatever it was. I took about 3 times more than I should had, and, even though it was within the movement. It was rip the Band-Aid off, draw a line in the sand. When you enter a trade, you should know what your exit point is. If this happens, I'm out right here, and don't compromise that. So, yeah, F4S, that open is. We don't make predictions here, 4S, so. If you would modify your comment, I would appreciate it. We're not a call-out group. Yes, first part of your statement is 100% true, but we don't make predictions. Here, we're not a call-out. I don't want anybody being misled by one of our comments. So if you would modify that, please, for S. Remove the last half of your comment about where you say it's going next week. You don't know that any more than I do, right? So.
Yeah. Not financial, tax, or investment advisors.
Josiah, can you teach me how to trade? Well, we can teach you here at American Dream Trading. I'm one of the training moderators here. Yes, we are here every day from 2 to 4 in futures. We actually, if you join the VIP or above memberships, we actually train for 12 hours a day starting at 4 a.m. in the morning through 4 p.m. Go check us out at American Dream Trading. I'm spinning wheels and need to get the trade under the belt. What trade are you in? Are you in a trade right now, or are you just talking about overall? Okay, here's the first thing I need you to do for me, Josiah. When you do this, I'm going to give you a special deal just for you. Go to our website, American Dream Trading. Okay? Scroll down about halfway down our landing page. You'll see our Discord. Sign up for our free Discord first. It's absolutely free. There's no charge. Never was, never will be. And you can interact with other traders inside. Okay, I get it. We all go through that journey. Go grab our free Discord. All right? When you do that, once you register and verify your account, let me know. And by the way, I will be able to see that you did that. I am a moderator and I have access to that information. Go grab our free Discord first. Come back. As soon as you get it, it'll take you 5 minutes to do that. Let me know when you get in there. When you get in there, get into Traders Lounge, say, hey, found you on the futures program. Then we'll know that's you. Try to register with the same email that you use for everything in the Discord. If you already have a Discord, make sure you use the same one. Let me know. It'll only take you about 5 minutes. Go do that and come back. Absolutely free. We don't charge. There's no hidden things. We're here every day. We've been live every day for 3 years. Thank you, Demetrius. Appreciate the kind words. Doug, you want to keep an eyeball on that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because sometimes you have a different Discord name than what your username is here. So just say, let us holler when you get in there, Josiah. That way we'll know you're in there. Once it's processed, we'll see it anyway, as moderators.
Watching.
That's the problem. And I'm not picking on Josiah, but here's the issue. People want to go in and open an account. Well, I'm going to try this day trade. My best friend's brother, sister, second, third cousin talked to a guy that was standing on a street corner drinking a bottle of wine, and his cousin's third brother, sister's aunt, day trades, and she makes money. So I think I'm going to try that. All right, well, that's fine. I love day trading. I do this full time. This is my full-time occupation. I don't do anything else. This is how I pay my mortgage payment, how I pay my car payment, how I pay my electric bill, how I pay my food bill, how I pay insurance, right? Now, I don't have some of those things that I just said anymore, but you know what I mean, right? It's been very financially rewarding to me over the last 3 years. So I don't have a lot of those bills I just said. But you can make a full-time living out of this if you'll just empty your cup and come and listen to what Coach says and what hopefully I am reiterating everything. What I'm doing here is everything that Coach taught us and teaches all of our members here at American Dream Trading. All right. So, yes, if you really want to learn, this is what we do. We are a training and education program. We're not a call-out company, all right? We don't tell you to buy ABC Corporation now and then in 10 minutes from now sell ABC Corporation, right? Hopefully there's no company ABC. Probably is, though. Uh-oh. Come on, TikTok. You better not bail on me now. Let's see what we got going here. Hopefully that was just a... Oh.
Warning.
No, actually, it's a... Thank you for all your... Oh, I don't know if that's what that was, or is that from earlier? I don't know. Oh, we had a hand heart. There you go. That's what that... I don't know if that was that or not, but anyway. I don't have a warning popped up. Might have been maybe a detected internet. We've been here for an hour and a half now live. Just so you know, TikTok, there's always a chance that they always try to tell you, well, you have inactivity, we're going to disconnect you. When you guys are typing in stuff, I'm typing in stuff, I'm yakking, so I don't get it. But anyway. All right, so hopefully he gets that back done to Josiah. And you need to come back because I got a special offer for you. Once this broadcast is done, it's going to go away for the day, so hurry up. That goes true for all of you. Anybody signs up for our Discord, go grab that real quick. It's absolutely free. Go do that. When you come back, let me know. Free Discord, American Dream Trading .com. And also at our website, or on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, we have over 2,800 free training videos that you can watch. Hudson says he did it. You won't regret it. And somebody else said something similar earlier. Okay. Let's just say what you see here on these lives is but the tip of the iceberg, what we do in our real live training on a live Zoom call from up to 12 hours a day, depending on your membership level. Our VIP Gold, and Diamond members start training and trading at 4 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Friday, for 12 hours a day, live Zoom call. Futures, we start training and trading live Zoom call at 8:30 every morning. And crypto, they have live Zoom calls on Wednesday nights at 7:15. They just had one last night. Oh, you're in South... Wonder why. He's Doug, he says he's in South Africa. We got members all over the world. I don't know that we have one in South Africa.
That's okay.
But I know we have members all over the world. WAP is not available for my area.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Come on.
That's...
Can you take a
I'm
screenshot of that,
screenshotting
Doug,
that.
and send that to Bruno? That's got to get fixed. We should not be limited by geographic. I know we have
No, we
members all
shouldn't.
over the world. We literally do. Now, again, you may be
Yeah.
the first one that says that. All right. The reason I wanted you to get to the Discord, you can get the membership, okay? But the problem is you need the Discord, Josiah, to get our Zoom link to get into our training, all right? This is not going to get resolved today, but we weren't aware that there was those kind of limits. I don't know. But it needs fixed immediately. We just, let him know the result is a lost potential member because he couldn't do it after we've already talked to him about it. So there you go. There's another way they're screwing us. Hey, anyway, nothing else, Josiah. You may be helping somebody else in the future here if we can get that issue resolved, right? But we do. We have members in Australia. Yeah, we have members in Thailand, Jamaica, over in
Canada.
Canada. Lots of members in Canada, and I think it's Iceland. It's either Iceland or Sweden.
We've had Brazil here too.
Yeah, Brazil. Where else? Florida. That's a different country. Arkansas. That's a
couple of different
country,
countries
ain't
in Europe. I know that.
Yeah, we have lots of them. Yeah, I don't want you to, Josiah, you can get, I was going to hook you up with a free membership, but it won't do you a lick of good if you can't get in a Discord to click our live Zoom link. You have to have that to get in. And that is tied to the Discord. So you have to have the Discord because that's how it's verified that you're a member, right? That keeps out, that's a security thing that we use to keep just anybody from the interwebs jumping in our calls, right? It's live.
Bruno's been notified.
What's that?
Bruno's been notified.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyhow, Josiah, you can go to our YouTube channel also. Yeah, Stinky Pinky. Yes, I said that. You can go to also to our YouTube channel, which is American Dream Trading. Oh, what happened?
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Where was the warning?
Thing just dropped out.
Yeah, it ended. And when I heard that noise, I went there. Your live's been discontinued due to inactivity. I did not get a puzzle piece or nothing.
I'm getting so tired of this.
Oh my gosh. Well, that ended abruptly. You know, every day I get a puzzle piece, which usually I can't get it to work anyway, but that's beside the point. I didn't even get that today. Well, now we can complain about it because, anyway. Again, that's why I tell people get multiple accounts. So maybe they're thinking, what happened? Can I reconnect? Probably. Let me see if it will. If it will do it quickly. Which means I have to go through this whole routine again. Of course, 90% of the people won't come back anyway. Oh, this is such a frustrating thing. I mean, I'm not the only one. Coach has this issue too, so. But it says due to inactivity. Look at all the discussions that went on in TikTok. I don't get what it is they're saying is inactivity. We're very active over there today.
Yeah.
I mean, some days,
Irritating.
there's not a lot, but.
Irritating.
Yeah, I don't get it either, Hudson. I mean, there's people that have their camera pointed at a bird's nest, right? And they broadcast all day long with no issues. I just don't.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know what I mean? You have those like
Ridiculous.
live nature feeds. They don't get. Why don't they get disconnected? What are they doing? I think part of this is due to our own ignorance. I don't know. There's something going on here.
Well, the account's definitely been throttled.
Yeah.
That's been proven.
Yeah. All right, I'll try to go live here again, see if anybody comes back.
Big wick candle there. What happened?
Wish everybody go to YouTube. YouTube's the place to be, folks.
Yeah, they don't cut us off.
The only thing you can't do on YouTube is play music, right? That's the only thing they bust you for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless you're breaking their code of conduct, which Don't believe that's ever happened. Well, I know it hasn't. All right, so I hit the go live button again. We'll see if it happens to hook back up. But usually, once you lose your feed, people don't come back. So it is what it is. We'll see here. It's going to take a few minutes. See if it goes live here. Anywho, guess what? YouTubes and Facebook and LinkedIn's and all of the other social media. You got all the attention here. What's up? Never mind. It's not worth it. It's not like I could go complain to a real person over there, right? And I think we're about to go live. We're going to click that button again. Text says, take a look at RTY. Okay. And let's see if we're going to get back live here. I hope so, because I wanted to. Did you get any response, by the way, Doug, yet? From Bruno or not? If he even saw. Well, he said they said he was putting on a master class, so.
Yeah.
Even. Hey, we're live on TikTok again. Let's see if anybody comes back. All right. Hello, TikTok. Come back. I'm the only one in there so far.
We get to start over.
Yeah, we'll see here. Let's see if he comes back. Anyway. Yeah. I mean, if somebody's generally interested to do something about it, ask for help, liked what he saw. Hey, I need help. Can you help me? And did he get to Discord? Oh, no, he can't, right? Duh.
Can't.
Because of where he's at, WAP won't let him verify.
Cool.
It's not Discord, it's the WAP. And you know he was there because he said the word WAP, right?
Yeah.
Who handles that processing of that. So we know he actually put the effort into doing it.
I'm not real thrilled with that platform, to be fair.
I know.
I know Bruno struggles with it.
We all do, but.
From the administrative side.
Yeah, exactly. Every day. All right, welcome back, TikTok. It just flat out disconnected us. Said due to inactivity, which you guys have been typing thousands of questions and comments in there all day today. Hey, by the way, MES, ES, new high day, new 52-week high. Who'd have thunk, right? Look at that. New 52-week high again. Still climbing. What's up with these markets? Jeez. Too bad I ain't in here trading this. What's up with that, Doug? That's not fair.
Big hair don't care.
I know. It'll be all right. It's one day.
It's all good.
One day.
It's all good.
No, it's not good, Doug. I'm not making money.
Woosah.
I'm actually sick about talking about about money today, if you want to know the truth, because you know where I was today.
Yeah, I can't imagine your brain's really in it for now.
Yeah. I know it's all
After
new.
what you
It's
did.
just because of the newness and trying to understand terms and, whatever. So, I guess it's a good problem to have. I'm more educated now than I was before. Actually, tomorrow's the one that's going to make my brain hurt.
I was going to say, I might poke your brain about it when you're recovered.
And this is not even the I'm not even done. This is just a preliminary.
Yeah.
Kind of. This is where we got what changes, if any, yada yada yada. Oh,
I forgot there's going to be. Didn't ever think it was going to be this hard to spend your money or give it away, did you?
I forgot to give you my social mark. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll put that on the tax statement. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I need your mailing address and the name of your first pet and your high school. and your password.
So is it so hard because it came so suddenly? Or is it just going to be a hard
I don't
process?
want to discuss that here. We're live.
So sorry.
Oh, you're good. You know, yeah, that's for off things. Anyway, welcome back, TikTok. Did our friend come back? Did Josiah come back or not? It don't look like.
Seen anything yet?
Yeah, Josiah, are you here just watching? Nana joined. Nana joined. Good to see you. Hey, by the way, Doug, Hudson's winning now. There's Josiah. Said his word. Look at that. Yeah, our stream got killed by TikTok due to inactivity. They said nobody was doing anything, and you guys were typing in 1,000 things. There he is. Usually when I can see it already. When we lose a feed like that, people usually don't come back. Anyway, Josiah, we are going to be addressing that issue, and thank you for bringing it. Now, what I started to say, and I don't know if you actually heard me. I don't think you did. If you go to our YouTube channel, okay, if you're able to access it, American Dream Trading is the name of the channel. And subscribe. You just click the subscribe button. There's over 2,800 training videos that you can watch at your leisure. Some are short form, a matter of minutes. Others are a little longer. I don't know how. You're going to have to tell him where to send that to, Doug.
It should be on our site.
Oh,
so
yeah.
He was already there.
Okay.
There should be an email link to send a contact.
Go to our website, americandreamtrading.com. Anyway, when you go to our YouTube channel, there's over 2,800 training videos there, absolutely free. Gives you a taste of what we do. A lot of them are recordings of Coach trading live and explaining things, but you watch enough of them, you'll pick up a lot of hints and tips there too. Again, that is also just the tip of the iceberg, right? It's a teaser. I mean, ultimately, this is a legal corporation. We're not a non-profit organization. We're here, and memberships is what keeps us alive. So go over there and you can watch those. Start your education there, all right? Anyway, go start over there. If you go to the live section or the tab section there, you can watch they're sorted by topics. And I would highly recommend that you go start with the Coach's 2-minute EWO trading strategy section. Okay? And that's over there on that channel. So, and no issue, Vanette. Don't worry about it. No harm, no foul. Don't fret. You're good. But anyway, that'll get you something under your belt, right? Maybe we won't be able to resolve this issue. Maybe they don't want people from South Africa in there for whatever reason, right? Regions are blocked sometimes for reasons, but hopefully not, right? Miranda, she'll get it fixed. Miranda, she handles the back end there, Josiah. If Miranda can't fix it, it's broke. Miranda, Doug's already taken care of it with Bruno. But Josiah is from South Africa, and WAP will not allow him to verify. Oh, thank you for that little thingy jig on my head there. Join my fan club. Wow. And he's from South Africa, and WAP will not allow him to verify because he's in a different region that they don't allow. So we're trying to resolve that issue. He's very eager, and he's open to it. He's having issues learning how to trade, and we want to help him with that. So. All right. So, but anyway, Josiah, go over to spend your time in the meantime. Come back. We're here every day from 2 to 4. Actually, we're here live 3 times a day. We're live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time with Coach. I'm live here from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern time with Coach. And then we have our aftermarket show following this one at 4 p.m. over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So, all right. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I can't make any promises. I have no control over any of that. So, but at least you made us aware of an issue that, he's in South Africa. Josiah 888 is in South Africa. He's trying to join and he can't. WAP will not allow it to be verified. It rejected him. It gave him a rejection thing from that. What did it? Do you remember exact wording there, Josiah? What did it say? It said due to your region or something, you're blocked. If you remember what it said, if you could type that back in, because we got disconnected earlier. Miranda, our feed got cut off by TikTok. So, if you can remember roughly what that said, type that in there. That way, Miranda's one of our moderators that runs this corporation behind the scenes and takes care of help desk tickets and issues, and she also does training. Oh, you still have the exact words? Oh, okay, great. That'd even be better, right? And she does all the help thing, keeps this corporation running smoothly. We have really 3 main moderators. That's their full-time thing they do, is running the back end of everything that goes on here, payments and all that jazz, issues, technical issues, handling members' questions, help desk tickets. They do a fantastic job. They are the unsung heroes that you may not hear verbally every day or very often, but they are there always. We can count on them. So, anyway. All right. It says, if you see that there, Miranda, it says, unfortunately, WAP is not available in your region. That don't even make a lick of sense. Well, it might be what server they're using, internet server, right? Maybe their internet server don't allow in that area. Who knows? Anyway, by the way, what time is it in South Africa right now, Josiah? It is now 3:47, going on 4 o'clock here. About 15 minutes. I didn't know how far ahead or behind you were of the USA.
Hey, Mark, check mod chat real quick if you can.
The what? Oh, mod.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have it up, Doug. I closed it. Save
All right.
resources. Hang on.
You can look
I
at it
on
later.
my
It's not
phone.
important right now.
I can look on my phone here. All right. Yeah, I ain't got time for that. Wait.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Look at it later.
Okay, well, whatever. Oh, it's 10 p.m. there, so you're 6 hours ahead of the USA. Okay, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay, I could have looked at a map and found that out, but well, anyway, keep coming back, Josiah. Don't get frustrated. I mean, you can pick up some things here on our lives. Again, this is just the tip of the iceberg. You know, membership has its privileges, right? Unfortunately, so. They're gonna find out what the issue is, and it may just very well be that there's so many issues with things in South Africa, right? That it's just maybe too many scammers or something. Who knows? Whatever the reason is, right? That we have no control over that part, but we'll see. Make sure you get our. I know it's late at night for you, but go over to and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That'll help you. I think you'll find a lot of helpful things in there for you. But please don't trade real money, right, until you get educated. There's no sense flushing money down the drain, right? Train first, train more, trade less, right? I would go as far as say don't trade at all. Stop trading if you're losing money. Don't do it, right? I know you said you have an account and you're having trouble growing it. Well, the reason might be due to ignorance, right? I'm not saying you're stupid. There's a difference between stupid and being ignorant. Ignorance can be fixed, right? I was ignorant about how to day trade until I came to American Dream Trading and embraced everything that Coach taught, right? Now I'm just stupid. I'm not ignorant anymore, right? I'm dumb. But, you know, just like the way if you want to be a brain surgeon, right? You're ignorant of the things that you need to know to be a brain surgeon until you go get educated, right? So it's the same way with trading. You need the education. You need to know what you're doing before you go throwing real money at it, right? So please don't, I beg you, don't flush money down the drain trying to learn and hoping it goes up, right? And you make money. So put a brakes on anything you're doing now. Get to training first, whether it's free from our YouTube channel, right? And again, if someday you can get a paid membership, fine. If you can't, that's fine too. We are here live. You can pick up things here and there. And you can ask specific questions, and as time allows, we'll answer them for you, right? So, but the live Zoom training all day long, it is, the value of it's immeasurable, right? So, but anyway, make
Yes,
sure you
no,
click and subscribe here too. Turn your notifications on so you know. Thank you. Hopefully we can help you out. If we can, I have really much I can do about it, right? When it comes down to it. So anyway, we have ES, the S&P 500, new record high of, oh, look at that, hit 6,600. Why did that stop at 6,600? Who knows why that stopped at 6,600? What's special about that number? Nothing.
not an odd number.
Just not an on. It's just a nice, pretty number, right? Talk about that all the time. It's a psychology, right? Why didn't it go 6,001? Because that's not a pretty number. 6,000 is, right? There you go. Look at that. Amazing. Who'd have thunk, right? Did NQ follow suit or not? I mean, NQ.
Second day in a row, I predicted movement. This is weird.
Ooh. Let's see. It no, it didn't break or did it? NQ break a new high?
Not yet.
Not yet. They set one today, though, right? Yeah, I think so.
Daily high, but not all time
yeah,
high.
Not all time. 24,069 is where it's got to go to. It's only at 40, high of 48 today. M2K, how about the Russell? Russell was at what? It's got to go to what? 47? Does that sound right? That's the number that popped in my head. Yes, 2476. 76. So we're way off from there. We're not way off, but we are off there. Anyway, boy, look at that. What a day, huh? Now we can go all new high, all-time high. 6,600. What a pretty number to end the day on, right? Well, it hasn't ended yet, but all intents and purposes it has, right?
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing here? Oh, I'm using the wrong keyboard, dummy. Working on two systems at the same time. There we go. Now I got my new high set on that chart. All right. So, well, anyway, we didn't do much trade, but we'll talk to people like this all the time, right? Try to help people. That's what, always try to better somebody's life, right? And it's not all about selling the memberships, right? By the way, we do have, you can go to our website, get our Discord. You need the Discord because you need the Discord to get the Zoom links to get into our membership on our live Zoom calls. But you can go, we do have still, don't we, Doug? We still have the 7-day.
Yeah. Yep.
If you go to our website,
last I knew
we
anyway.
do have the free 7-day membership. It's for 1 week only, right? You can get the premium membership, you can get the crypto membership or the futures membership for free for 7 days. And then after that time, it will renew at the normal monthly rate. But it doesn't cost you anything. All you got to do is cancel at the end of the time. All right. So anyway. But you need to have the Discord, Josiah, to be able to get the link for the Zoom call to get in. And our Discord is what's used to verify that you are a member. So there's that. Those of you who do have our Discord, go grab that free membership. You do have to have the Discord, but it is totally free. Free means free. Always was free. Head on over there and grab that. So, all right. But anyway, let me know what you think about. Matter of fact, you can even leave comments on our YouTube page, what you think about it and all that. So, if your name's different over there, just say, "Hey, I'm Josiah on TikTok." That way we know it's you, right? Because I know my YouTube name's different because I have different accounts. It depends which one I remember to log into. So if I make a comment on YouTube's, my name comes up differently, different username. But then that. So, all right, Fitzroy, first car, Lame, Haberdash, good, thank you for joining. We're about ready to wrap it up here. I do thank you all for being here today. The S&P 500, which if you were trading stock options, that would be SPY, but in futures, it's ES. The S&P 500 set a new record high of 6,600 even. Unless it shoots up, that's where it's going to be the high at. $6,600 new high, 52-week record high of all time. Huh?
Mark, before we wrap up,
Yes, sir.
Miranda is over here asking if maybe he could search for us in Discord, American Dream Trading, and you'll be able to see our logo. Miranda's suggesting that maybe he could search for us that way and join the Discord as a free member, and then we can get him into a ticket.
Okay. Did you catch that, Josiah? Go to Discord's website itself. Going a roundabout way of doing it, right? Type in American Dream Trading, right?
Search for our channel in your Discord.
Oh, in his Discord. You're already on the Discord.
Yep.
Do you already have Discord, Josiah? Even where you're at now? Have you used Discord before? You have an account, Discord account? You may be busy over on our YouTube channel.
It could be, yeah. Already into the videos. There's a billion of them over there.
Well, if he comes back tomorrow, we can remember to do that. I just want to see us overcome this, just to see if we can, right? Just because we can, right? Well, it's just one person. Why you spend all the time? Well, because one person matters, right?
Yeah.
Especially somebody that really wants to get involved, right?
Listen, financial freedom, if you can get as many people to have that as possible, that's a good day as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly. You know, results are never guaranteed, of course, like anything else, but
Yeah.
you know, you got to put the work. It's like any other skill. You have to work at it. Learning to play the guitar is a skill. You know, yeah, anybody can pick a guitar up and run their fingers across the string and make a noise, but that don't make you a guitar player. That just makes you somebody who can make a bunch of noise, right? But to learn to play the guitar, that takes pain, it takes effort, it takes study, it takes putting in the time, it maybe even asking questions, right? Showing up every day to learn. And, you know, it's not something you don't learn the guitar by picking it up today and trying a few things and then a month from now picking it up again. That ain't how it works, right? There's a lot into it. As a guitar player, I know what I'm talking about, right? As a musician. Any instrument that I learn to play takes an effort, right? Doesn't come, nothing, a skill does not come naturally. You know, people are saying, well, you know, yeah, sure, there may be those prodigies and things like that. You know, those are like unicorns, right? But, you know, anything that you learn is a skill, right? And you have to put the time into it. So, anyhow, all right. So, put the time in. If you really want something bad enough, you'll find a way to do it. Thank you all for being here. We are live here at American Dream Trading 3 times daily. Coach is live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I'm live with the Futures Education and Training Show that you're currently watching from 2 to 4 p.m. daily, Monday through Friday. And immediately following this at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, we have our Aftermarket Show with our host, Dawn, one of our moderators. She's equally qualified to train and answer your questions. Now, you will find that Aftermarket Show over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So head on over there immediately following this. As always, upon completion of all our live broadcasts, they will be auto-posted to our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Do thank you all for being here tonight. Make sure anybody you come in contact for the rest of the day, that you would be a source of positivity around them, that you'd lift them up, leave them with positive, lasting memories, right? There's too much negativity in this world, too much, as you've listened to the news the last few days, too many things that tear people down. Don't be that person. Be the opposite. Be that positivity in somebody's life. I do thank you for being here, and we will return again tomorrow, same time, same bat channel. I do thank you for showing up again. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Dave S. Respectable #1.